Hey everybody, Dr. Hill and Coconut here at Advanced Animal Care Berea, and today we're going to be talking about the best ways to treat fleas and ticks on your dog.
All right, Dr. Hill, what are the diseases associated with fleas and ticks?
Yeah, so we see a lot of tick-borne diseases in this area. So the most common one that people think of is Lyme's disease. So we definitely see several Lyme's disease cases over here. We also see things like Ehrlichia and anaplasmosis. Those can definitely affect your pets in this area. And then in terms of fleas, not only can they carry things like tapeworm eggs. If your pet were to eat a flea, they could get tapeworms that way. They can also cause things like anemia if there's enough of them on your pet, because of course all of these nasty boogers feed on blood.
If my dog is diagnosed with fleas and ticks, what is the treatment to get rid of them?
Yeah, so the best thing to do, right, Coconut, is to get them on prevention. And so we want to keep them on prevention year round down here because the weather gets warm in the winter, so we don't really see anything die off per se. And so we can definitely make some recommendations based off of the needs of your pet. But my favorite products that we have here in the clinic are going to be Simparica Trio or regular Simparica or Brevecto.
So what is the flea life cycle and why is it important to know this for treatment?
Yeah, so fleas kind of go through a stage. So a lot of times what you see is the adult flea on your pet. But what they'll do is once they take a blood meal, they'll get off of your pet and into the environment. So whether that be in your carpet, on your couch, on your bedspread, in your pillows, then they'll lay their eggs. And then those eggs will go through a period of time, and then when the temperature and humidity and light and everything like that is right, then those eggs will hatch and they'll develop into a pupal stage or a larval stage, and then they'll develop into the adult flea. And so what we want to make sure is that we're targeting all of that life cycle to really get rid of those fleas.
Are flea and tick treatments painful?
No, they're not painful, not for your pet. What might be more painful are some of the secondary things we see from fleas and ticks, like skin infections or just the itchiness or things like that. But the treatment, so giving them a preventative product or even giving them just a regular old bath isn't painful.
So my last question is, how do I get rid of fleas and ticks in our home?
Yeah, so, there's definitely some over-the-counter products like foggers or balms or things like that that you can pick up at your local hardware store or Lowe's or Home Depot or places like that. You can also work with like a professional pest control company to help get rid of those fleas. But it's really, really important that you target that environment as well as your pet, because we see about maybe 5% of the flea population on your pet, and the remaining 95 flea population, 95% of that flea population is actually in your home.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.